perfect transition to say welcome to the podcast.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. We
welcome
discuss
to the
incest.
Domino Tapes. Full house today, full couch. Bien familiar.
Super.
If you're watching this, whatever time, if you're watching this in the morning, salud with your café con leche. If you're watching
Why
this,
are you taking mine?
Because I don't have one.
if you're watching this,
What is happening?
look, get the tea.
If you got the water, I'll be secure. I'll
I
hold
don't
my
even
tea.
know what juice you
Salud,
have.
salud,
It's
salud.
peach tea.
Salud.
Salud. Sipping on a little, yo.
Sipping on a little. But yeah, bro. Last time we had you on the show, bro. A
Couple years
minute,
ago.
Yeah, a little minute ago. Well,
Couple
first
years
of all,
ago.
it was just me at that time too.
It was. That's true.
It was Brandon was acting out. I don't know, bro. Brandon was acting out.
I knew he was gonna say that.
He don't want to.
He was hitting the gym.
He didn't believe it. He didn't believe in the vision. But look at him
bro.
now.
Nah, but congrats, dog.
Oh, for
Congrats. I mean, like, we've talked about, like, a little bit of the internal stuff
Yeah.
with the whole rebrand and the relaunch, and it's really exciting. I'm really happy for you guys, and what you guys are doing is sick, dude. I'm watching every episode. So,
That's dope.
yes,
Bro,
sir.
so what's been going on with you, bro? I know you've also had a lot of stuff going on, like
Busy.
yeah.
Good, busy, a lot of complications, a lot of stuff happening, but
Yeah.
those are good things, good problems to have.
Yeah.
Currently working at Neon 16, which is
Shout out Neon.
crazy.
Shout out Henry.
That's shout out Henry.
Love
Shout out
him, bro.
Henry.
Henry's a character.
Shout
dog.
out, he's
I fucking love that.
yeah,
guy.
dog.
Guys
It's
in
great though. It's
Every
just-
single place.
Yeah.
Known the man, bro.
Bro. He knows everybody, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
so-
He really does,
He
bro.
really does
He's
know
tapped
everybody.
in so hard, but yeah, dude, it's been crazy. It's been I started in September, so it's been a couple months, but it's wild. A lot of
Yeah.
cool shit. Lots of people, lots of experiences, lots of just knowledge for me to learn and pick up and shit. And it's fun, like you see it from the outside and it's like, dog, it's tiny, it's Neon 16, it's Lex, like it's such a
Yeah.
big thing. And then you walk in there.
Creative powerhouse, bro.
Yeah, dog, and you walk in there and it really is that. Like it's a lot of movement and a lot of shit 24/7 every single day. Everyone's moving around the world, around the country, and it's crazy. But yeah, dog, and then starting a company, like officially, like really
Yeah.
taking it seriously and like launching a business and doing all the fun, cool shit with people and friends and legitimizing it a bit, but also like real life taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust. Trust.
Yeah. Bank accounts and shit. Yeah.
Hey, just keep every receipt, dog.
I drive, yeah. My new best friend's my accountant.
And get a good account. I was about to say that was
Yeah.
my next thing is get a good
My
account.
CPA is my new BFF. That's a lot of letters.
Shout out
That's
ladies.
crazy.
That's my account.
Vanessa, I appreciate
But,
you. Te quiero.
Yo, those are the ones that keep the ship running, dog. Literally, legally.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. That's
Nah,
crazy.
bro, that's dope. And also, when I reached out to you, like even just in passing, I was like, yo, we got to reconnect on the pod because you've also been doing stuff for a podcast for Neon.
So yeah, we got a couple of podcasts on the network for Entertain.
Yeah.
So the whole film and TV section of the whole company and the team and everything is moving a lot. We're doing a lot of shit. They've done shit on Netflix, on Disney Plus, HBO Max, like MTV, crazy stuff. And we're working a lot with, actually, he works on it too. He helps out with that too. And
Yo, shout out.
Yeah,
Welcome,
this is
Danny.
Yeah, bro.
I'm Danny. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna throw up.
But yeah, we
Just
do.
hydrate on
we
that
do just sip on a little. You'll be
Just
fine.
sip on a
Yeah,
loop,
no,
bro.
it's-
Just sip on
Owner
a
of the
little,
house
you'll
is
be
back there.
fine.
He's like, what?
He's like, yo, we can't have him, bro.
But yeah, we got a couple of podcasts and we help produce those, and
Yeah,
it's a cool time.
nice, bro.
I
And
lift heavy boxes for that.
You did lift heavy boxes for that.
it's part of the. It's part of the.
It's part of the game.
The unsung chores that you gotta do.
PAs keep it going, dude. PAs
Yeah.
and accountants.
Dude, there was this huge flight of stairs that we had to run these I don't even know dimensions, but they were just massive, super uncomfortable to carry.
The boxes?
Yeah.
They were 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Bro, there's so
and they
much
were
equipment.
solid wood.
There's so much equipment that goes behind the scenes of bro. Even in setting this podcast up, there's
No,
so
there's
much.
a bunch of cables and
Bro,
shit.
there's so much,
so
like,
much stuff.
There's
happening.
actually a live studio audience.
Yeah,
Right
like
there.
behind there's a bunch of people that are just
Yeah.
laughing. Like you
Okay,
can't even see them.
we're gonna turn on the applause.
They're like
sign.
these
Ready?
guys are the best. Yo, thank you guys for coming
Clap
out.
now.
And the sound. There we go.
But yeah, bro. So you guys said you're starting up your company again, the 8%.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So last time we kind of talked about your process of creating the 8%, but talk to us about what made you restart it.
I mean, it's always been a thing, but it's always been very much me-centered.
Yeah.
It's always been I don't want to necessarily do everything under my own personal name. I want to give it some sort of body and some sort of depth. So it was always about adding people into the mix. You feel me? But people have different goals. Times change, people change, and people move on. That's just life. So I think now what we've done in the past year or so, because it was all of 2023 and a little bit of the end of 2022 was like really solidify that nucleus in that group. And 2023 was wild. We did a lot of really, really cool shit. We did the biggest thing we've done to date, I think, as a company, but also like in our own personal careers. We did a branded music video that was also accompanied with like an international commercial. It was all over Latin America for like a big, giant alcohol company, and that was huge for us. And so I think going through that was very difficult, but you come out on the other side stronger. So now that team is a lot more solid, a lot denser in terms of like it's small and efficient, but it's dense as fuck. Yeah. And yeah, are we good?
Yeah. I was just wondering, but yeah, it's recorded.
Okay.
It's going.
I feel that so hard.
Yeah, I know. Dude,
I saw him do this, and I was like,
no. I was making sure.
Nah,
yeah.
So
we're good.
This is like cause my wrist, bro. So they hurt a lot.
My bad.
So I do this a lot. So
okay, I saw this, and I was like,
bro, people at
I
work,
was like, yo, cut this dude off,
dude.
Bro.
Our producer in the back was like, yo, cut.
Yo, Mr.
Remember George that day,
bro?
Mr. Casalu's crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, bro. So what do you guys like? I guess like what are you guys bringing into this next like, I guess, restart of this project then? Like what's your biggest focus for this?
We're coming out strong. We're actually talking to a lot of cool companies. I don't know if we can say that we're talking to Casalu, but we're talking to Casalu. Shout out Casalu.
HQ right now.
Appreciate y'all. Shit's wild. Hopefully if we can do that together, that's a giant project. I think that'll be like our biggest pitch to date, which is really exciting. Yeah. And we're also coming out strong. We want to get into the film festival circuit and shit like that. So we're redoing his student film.
Oh, nice.
And that's our big thing for Q1 is redoing that film and doing a show.
Can you talk about what it's about, or
that's up to you?
Yeah, it's chill. I can talk about it. Yeah. Basically.
Also, just because I didn't segue you, I'm so sorry. It's been a minute.
You're chilling.
He's also like my right hand.
Creative director.
Yeah, he creative director of the company, and he runs that. He executive produces all of our things. So.
Yeah. So the short is called Flammable.
What happened to David? He's like,
the short's name is Flammable, and it's basically about this little kid who witnesses his dad get murdered at a gas station, and then he grows up, following like a life of crime, and finds himself in a really similar situation where he is now the criminal at a gas station, and he kind of has like this PTSD moment where he can decide to be the hero of what is going on with like another child in the car, or like repeat history. So like the whole idea with that, like the thing that stuck in my head was just like break the cycle or don't, and that's the story. That's actually the smallest that I've kept it.
Yeah, it's a pretty condensed.
That was solid.
Yeah, it's
okay,
like
cool.
Not like family lighthearted movie. You can just
super. Take your kids.
Take your kids.
Yeah. I actually made a person cry with it when we debuted it at like a little like film festival thing, and that's my flex.
It is a good flex because you know what though, like if you can make people at least feel something, that you're in the right path.
That's the goal.
That's why we did it, dog. Because he refused to let me. Mind you, I've known you since we're coming up on 7 years of knowing each other, 6 years of knowing each other.
Yeah, because 7, 8, 9.
Sure. Yeah.
I like that.
And he never let me watch it.
Okay.
He refused to watch it with us. It was very.
It gave me the ick. I mean,
it's fair.
And I didn't.
But then that's like a creative thing, though.
It
like,
is
100%.
It's like, dude, in anything that like I produce or anything like that, I'm just like, I don't want to like once it's out, I don't want to watch.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
like, get it out of my.
I get you. Bro, I feel you.
When people text me like certain clips from the pod, and I don't even like watch the video. They're like, "Oh my god, I love this little moment." I'm like,
I don't want to see it.
I don't see shit, dog.
It's funny because like in the process, it's like, "Oh, this is my baby," and then once it's out, I was like, "The baby is so ugly."
You start criticizing everything.
It's time for you to grow up.
Yeah,
like, get out of my house.
Get a job.
Leave.
Yeah, dog. No, I have like YouTube vlogs from college that, like, I'm gonna marry you and you'll never see them. Never.
That's
Never.
crazy.
You'll see that shit at my
That's
funeral.
cap. She's like, I'm
I'll give you guys
tomorrow.
the password when I die.
Like,
and
give
you
me the
can,
password right
that's it. Yo, it's no, I get it. I feel you. I understand. But we saw it, and we saw it. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like what, like a month and a half ago?
I don't even think of that. I think it maybe like
Maybe less.
2-3 weeks, to be
No,
honest.
no, a little more.
I'm bad with time.
It was. I think it was like a month or like month some change, and we saw it just
It
in
was
my
2 years
house.
ago. I'm not with time.
No, you made it a couple years ago.
I feel that's a
No.
Hispanic
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Where like, do your parents do that?
What?
Where like my mom will like, oh, el otro día, el otro día, it's like
And
a
it's like
year
3
ago.
years
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
it's
like
Yeah.
4 years ago.
all the time. I'm
Honestly,
like, what do you mean?
I think people do that more now because like COVID fucked shit up.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mess with
Like-
your sense of time.
Dog,
Like 2
2020
years are
feels,
erased.
yeah, 2020 just feels.
They just don't count.
it's almost,
Yeah.
dude, 2020 is almost half a
You
decade.
think it was like a restart to
Dude,
life?
it's like-
in a
Can you
sense,
not
right?
say stuff like that?
Sorry.
What?
That's what I'm saying. 2020 was almost like half a decade ago.
Low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I feel like my whole basis is from 2020. Cause
Yeah.
also like a lot of significant like not even just the COVID. It's just like I was going through a lot personally.
Fair.
He's
So
like,
it's just like
He's like, it was
2020 is
forever.
like yo like
It was
I
a
was
big
like
year for
born
the
against
earth, but for
He's
me
like,
everything.
too.
he's
Yeah,
like
you
one
feel me?
year was
Type
like
of-
5.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh fuck! But yeah, we saw
Wait,
it, and like it hit a lot. Like
Yeah.
I really fucked with it, and we even wanted to make a short for a minute. We had talked about it. I think we started talking about it in Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And I never made a short in my life. I've never made one. So he was like my only base reference for it. And so I remember being like obsessed with trying to figure it out. That's what I did a lot of Christmas break. And by the time Christmas came around, it was like, fuck, okay, wait. That shit's going to cost like $30K.
yeah.
I don't really have $30K.
Who does?
Dial it back. But I want to
Yeah.
dial it back a little bit. So we were kind of in this loop of like, fuck, I want to do a short, but I don't know how to. I don't know what we can do it for. I want to dial back the concept. Like, and then we found Flammable, and I was like, let's run it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I want to do it.
It's also like when you're producing it yourself, it's like you have to kind of like there's a certain quality you have in your mind, and then things keep getting in the way of like
You keep chopping it, yeah.
like where it's like, okay, well, what's the best we can do this without cutting the quality like
Yeah.
to like shit.
like the most amount of quality, but cutting
Yeah,
costs
with the least
most.
cost,
Yeah, yeah.
and like
It's tough
and
to match.
Yeah, once
It's,
you get to like those elite levels, it's like you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can make whatever you have the vision for, but at least now it's like it's a talent to be able to do that like the most with the
Yeah.
least.
But I feel like it's also the fun part of it is just like
For sure.
trying to
The
figure
challenge,
it out.
100%.
Yeah,
And, like,
for sure.
yeah, look at all these Legos and then just like
Yeah.
figure
Creating,
out how to
like,
make
the whole-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some with
True.
Legos.
Where did you get like the vision for that short?
I was bored in class, and like we were, it was like a lead up to like all the shorts being presented, and so we were like going through the scripting process and like figuring that whole thing out and how to pitch and all that stuff, and I was just kind of dozing off in class because I was trying to figure out an idea, and then like they have rules. They're like, don't make a movie where somebody kills himself because that's just cliche and like everybody does that. Like
Yeah.
everybody, like that's
Yeah.
everybody's move. But I started just like playing around with it, and then the whole break the cycle thing popped into my head, and I was like, how could I do that? And I like flammable, because at the time I was really into cigarettes, and I was like, okay,
And
that
like-
works.
And you're like, where shouldn't I throw
I'm
this?
like,
can I
no,
incorporate
facts,
fire?
facts. There's like
I just want to make it blow up.
there's a
Yeah.
line in the short where it's like he's explaining to his son why he puts out his cigarettes at gas stations, and it's
Yeah.
like the scene where you got to kind of get to see them interact, and he just explains like, because if you have a cigarette lit at a gas station and it falls, it'll go boom.
Right.
And so in the trailer, it's like cut to be the gunshot that kills the dad.
Yeah.
So it's like it's super tight. But yeah, it was just.
That's
It reminds me a lot of this movie called Death Sentence. I don't know if you've ever seen
No,
it.
I don't watch movies.
Where like his son gets killed, and then
Mhm.
he kind of goes on like on a revenge.
Yeah.
He goes to buy like some illegal guns, and he meets the dad of the guy that killed his son.
Gotcha.
So then now
That's
he's like in a
crazy.
position of where like, I just met your dad, and then I'm gonna go kill your like because the
Mhm.
guy pulls out a gun. He's like, you're gonna go kill my son. I know
Yeah.
you are. And he ends up like killing him, and it kind of like repeated
Yeah,
the
it's like a
cycle
loop,
of the
yeah.
criminal. Yeah.
That's
So it kind of
crazy.
it reminded me of that movie
Damn,
exactly.
So they copied me. I will be.
We will be soon.
You
We'll
will
be
be hearing
suing.
from my
We'll
So
lawyer.
we're getting a good lawyer right now.
We're gonna start the year off by hiring a lawyer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do we got? Accountant now, lawyer.
We do have a lawyer.
We do have a lawyer.
We do. I have
You
to
do?
That's crazy.
Yeah, to get your thing incorporated.
Yeah.
You have
No,
to
but
get a
even
lawyer.
before that.
Who's
like,
gonna tell me you had
we-
a lawyer?
Wait, did we get a lawyer?
Brandon, it was just to file the LLC. We don't have an active,
I was like, wait,
we
what?
don't have an active lawyer.
I'm on
but
that
If you're
stuff.
coming with the lawsuits, we have backup.
Yeah, we got people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I know.
We did,
people.
yeah, we did work like, but whatever. Keep that on low.
But yeah, dude, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. Like
Yeah.
that shit's. I've never made a short, so to go through the whole process of like doing music videos and what. What's funny about it?
No. It's just I just thought about how the other night you texted me like it was like 3 a.m. You're just like I'm really excited to shoot
Yo, I'm
this.
so pumped, dog.
No, I
That's
feel
just
you.
Like go to
me.
sleep, bro.
No, I can't, bro. I can't.
I feel you. You know how many times I've sent Brandon a clip like at 4 a.m. like, yo, this is a banger.
Dog.
I wake up to so many messages from like just video clips and stuff like
And
that.
that's just
You know
like
what
late night
fucking-
editing, and I'm like
you know
in
what
the moment, I'm
fucking
like,
irks
this is
me,
a good
dog?
one.
You know what I wish. I've never wanted to impress people, but I want to get to the point in our relationship where you can take me off of Do Not Disturb. Because this motherfucker, dog. You know how when you're on Do Not Disturb, right?
Yeah.
You call and it doesn't go through. You gotta call twice and then it comes through.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, mind you, I was like obsessed with tech as a child, like as a kid. Like I loved technology. I worked at Apple.
Right.
I didn't even know you could do that. But this dude turned off all the calls. No calls.
Yeah.
You can't get to this.
You
man.
can't call him. It won't go through.
Man's off the
Period.
grid.
He, dog.
I feel him though, because lately, like the
Yeah.
last
That's
month,
wild.
I've been on D&D.
If I have
like,
something
all
to
day.
ask him, that I'm like, I'm
Nah,
not gonna
bro.
text. It's
Yeah.
like it's so much quicker over the phone.
But no, that's the thing.
He's like,
I will reply to a
no.
text faster than I would a
they
call.
Yeah,
they do
same.
not call.
no, you don't.
They don't do calls.
yes, I do.
No.
I-
You're not
well-
wrong. He'll reply to the text faster than he'll take my call. It'll take 9 calls for him to be like, "What's up?"
What's up, man?
It's because when I'm in the flow of things, I've just like picture me trying to get stuff done. This like monster of ADHD hanging over me, and it's like
You want my monster?
pretty
The
much,
constant ding.
bro. I can't. So-
Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
or
I'm,
everything.
I'm a
I-
big believer in the work mode. Like,
No.
Oh.
but that's the thing.
I
I
don't
need
even have
something to
that.
cue that.
I don't do anything. I
I
take
do that 'cause
every
I'm
call.
like, yo, I need no one except for like this small selection of people who need to reach me. Like, those
I
are the
get
only people.
every call,
It's just-
every notification.
It's just my mom. Shout out my mom.
My mom was the reason I got on D&D.
she's
God
like,
damn.
she's like,
No, I love my
she's
mom.
like, you're the only one that's blocked.
Shout out my te quiero. Mamá te quiero.
I love my mom. I
That
love
is
my mom. But
insane.
bro, like my mom sometimes calls me just to tell me stuff that I'm like, why are you telling me this right now? Like, this isn't relevant
She's like,
information.
Brandon,
¿Tú viste que
El otro día.
like,
Bro,
she called me the day that someone in
están
Honduras
vendiendo
died.
pan en la esquina.
Wait, what?
It's
She
like,
called me the day to tell me that someone in, like a friend of hers that she knew died,
Okay.
like just of age.
You never met her.
And I was like, I've never met this person. I'm like, why are you calling?
Natural causes.
I'm at work right now. Why? Because if my mom calls me, I'm immediately
didn't
gonna
know?
answer because I think it's an emergency.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
oh, are
didn't
you
know?
okay? Everything.
You
But
didn't
she
know?
called. No, I didn't. I was like, I'm like, okay.
Who is this person?
I was like, who is it? I'm like, who is that? I thought it was like maybe like a
They
some
held
distant
relative or
cousin.
something,
Like,
yeah.
she said, no, era una mía que crecimos juntos. I'm like, bro.
They held you as a baby once.
I'm like, I
bro.
gotta go, bro. And then
Nah,
so yeah,
I
bro.
go.
That's
My family's
wild.
like that. Hell, I think now that like my mom is older and like life is a little bit slower for her because like kids are growing up and shit. She's like, you never call me, and I was like, motherfucker.
You should call your mom
No, like,
motherfucker.
I-
That's
no, I-
crazy.
Like
I'm
I'm
really
sorry.
bad at calling,
That's
calling back family. Like,
no, bro.
dude, I'm
like,
really bad at that.
Like, and then you hate it too because like you, in your head, you're like, damn, they probably think that I don't want to talk to them.
Dude, it's
But
just, I have
like,
so much going
yeah,
on. That
exactly,
I'm like, I
bro.
literally just like.
And everyone in my family's like, you never call, and I'm like, I think I have a good balance, dog. I'll call people, and I'll be like, yo, I
I don't know what's about.
The way your
the
way your
I
voice
call
was breaking
people-
up.
There's something stuck in my fucking throat since we started. Since we fucking started, it's been there, but whatever. I was at a friend's house. I was at Tati's house, and I was just hanging out. We were just chilling, and I knocked out. And I don't nap. I barely sleep. So when I knock out, I just
Yeah.
where the fuck it is, I fall. And I slept like an hour or something. And I woke up and I was like, like mid sleep, I was groggy as fuck.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I said, call Danny and tell him that I need 30 pounds of sugar, 6 stray cats, and a 5-foot wooden fork. And I fell right back
It is.
down.
And I remember when Tati texted me that, and I said,
What the fuck?
"No, what is like what? What do you need all of this for?
If you
Why?
if you received a message from me at 4 a.m. like,
I'm
yo,
immediately calling Mandy like, please go check on him because
Like,
he's,
yo,
he's not
he's not
okay,
good.
bro. He's
Dog.
not good.
So it was in the middle of the afternoon. This was like 4 p.m. This was dog. No, when I'm tired, I fall where the fuck it is.
I feel that though, cause me too.
So it was funny because I woke up a little bit after, and we just texted a bunch of people. Like I was when they said, "What the fuck? What would happen?"
Yeah.
And some people were like, "What the fuck? Why? What the fuck does that even mean?"
Yeah.
Other people were like, "Okay, cool. How do I get 6 cats? Where do I find cats?"
That's the one that I'm not worried about.
What, the
I'm
cats?
worried about the
wooden
5
fork?
foot wooden fork.
Yeah, I was
The
like,
5 foot
how would
wooden
you
fork.
even make
Like,
that?
you can get stray cats anywhere here.
Yeah, Miami especially. Yeah.
Like,
They're all around.
that's not the.
She thought that like I had been kidnapped. So
Yeah,
it was
that's like
That's
that would
the
have been.
ransom?
That's,
Yeah.
that's like a
Normal
normal.
response.
That's a normal response.
the-
Me
Yeah, that's
trying
a
to like
response.
assess, like move all the letters
Dude.
so it's a secret message.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what?
No, I think you were like.
It's like help. It's like,
I think you. I thought you were like, yo, where do I get 30 pounds of sugar? And she's like, I don't know, Costco, some shit.
I'm like, I don't have a
No,
Costco
for
membership,
sure.
bro. I was like, yeah, fuck.
yeah.
Like,
What-
sorry.
What if? Yeah, exactly. Like, what's stopping you is like, oh, I don't have a Costco membership.
You
I
essentially
gotta
process
wait in
what's
line.
going on.
I
Yeah.
gotta get one.
Sign up
get
for
a
a
picture
membership.
taken. I don't have
You
a
just
air
do
card.
And when
Sorry,
I'm there,
like-
I'm gonna get a hot dog and a Coke for $1.50.
I have yet to taste that, but I'm
What?
going
Really?
to, bro.
The hot dog?
The famous
The chicken-
$1.50
no, the
hot dog.
chicken
The
bake?
one that the
Crazy.
CEO is like down on the hill. He's like, I'm never.
Dude,
raising the price.
a giant slice of pizza for $1.50. You don't see that anywhere, bro.
Honestly, nothing beats the chicken bake for me, yo.
Bro,
The chicken bake is untouched.
Honestly,
Oh my God, memory
Costco
unlocked.
is
Sorry,
like
sorry.
is like what
Bro,
America
memory
should
unlocked,
be.
bro.
Like,
Dog, the chicken
The
bake.
chicken bake.
Yeah, guys, the chicken bake. I never had
yo,
the
comment chicken bake if you're listening to it right now.
Yeah.
Comment
Comment chicken bake, yo.
That's so out of context.
How the fuck did we get? How did we get here?
I have
We were
no-
talking about your ominous message.
how did
Yeah.
we get-
The
how did we
one
get
that
there?
the one that turned. It sounded like a math problem. Like
Why did we
Johnny
get-
has
why did
36 watermelons. How
I
does
think
he?
we were just
Yeah.
talking about the creative process. And then
Yeah.
I
we
don't
just got
fucking know.
which is
Rewind.
very
Rewind.
Oh,
telling
you're
of the
short.
creative
You're
process.
short.
Oh,
You're short.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh my
I
God,
wish,
that is-
dog. I just wish I can get off D&D.
The
I
rabbit
really
hole
do.
we went down.
Yeah,
really
that
do.
was crazy.
I really do. Yeah, I really do wish I can get off your D&D. That'd be crazy.
That
I'd
would
be
be
so
crazy.
It's like that's like when you tell someone like, yo, I think I'm not on your close friends. And they're like, that's crazy.
Whoa, right.
Really? Yeah, that's
And
just
they're like,
glitch.
yo, that's.
That's a glitch. That's wild.
I'm not gonna lie. When
But
I
if
when I
don't
found
have close
out
friends, bro.
I wasn't on someone's close friends, like in my head, I'm like, I don't care, but at the same time, like, why? Like,
What happened?
like someone that we all know are friends with.
You never know what it means, bro.
I was just like, yeah, I was like,
It's such a subtle move.
I
You
thought it
don't
was
know
a
what
cool
it
vibe.
means.
what
It
happened?
could be like, yo, I fuck with you. Like as a human, you're great. We're
Yeah.
friends. We cool. We kick it. It could be like a whole like you're an online stranger, or it could be like, yo, maybe we
It
should
could be
start
just
talking.
like I don't mind if you see this right now.
But
Yeah.
then I also feel so good when it's like people that I met once and then they put me on the.
They're
I'm
like,
like,
yo, I clip you.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I love
rock,
that,
yo.
bro.
The close friends is like a list of like people who are like, yo, they would get this.
Yeah.
Like,
or girls you want to impress.
Even though I feel like half the stuff I post on my close friends, people are just like, well, why? Like, why?
like bro, like just post it on your regular.
Yeah.
It's just you running. Like, like why do you like what's
would
what's
be
close?
YouTube.
I do.
I don't run.
I do
No,
post
but just
more.
gym.
Fair. Fair. It's
That's
only,
wild. It just would be gym stuff and memes.
yeah.
That's yeah.
I mean, like, there's not much that brings that much joy. Like, you got
I know,
two,
right?
two of the biggest dogs in the pound.
Bro, like they're like, why do you run so
Yeah.
much? I'm like, I get so happy when I'm running, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just
You
Really?
like frolic.
yeah, like
Yo, there's literally.
I look up and I'm just like, bro.
If I think
He's
of
like, I'm
like,
so happy
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I think of like what is the way to torture a person, first line of defense is running.
That's crazy.
That first line of
Yeah.
defense.
The fact
It's
that
like
That's just pain.
getting over that hill, bro. It's like forever,
it's
but like.
tough.
But then once you get that runner's high, that like that addiction, you feel like a crackhead like the first time doing
I got
crack.
asthma. I'm not trying to be high in any way.
Bro, it's just it feels so good, bro.
Nah, the other day that I went for that run, that I was telling you, I was like, yo, my calves were going crazy that day. The day I sent you the picture. The day I
Bro,
sent you the
yes,
picture.
you look
The-
exhausted in that
the
pic
day-
too, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I was like, you know what? I'll jog a mile and then I'll have to walk a mile back because like whatever. Yo, I'm not a runner.
So I don't claim it.
I don't
me.
claim running.
But if you look
Me
at it,
and- me and
if you cut off a line, sorry to cut you off, but if you
If
cut
you
off
cut
a
off,
line,
but if you
at
cut
the
off-
top,
The irony
and
of
you
that,
just
yeah.
look at his calves, you would think he's like.
damn, that thing is pushing out of your
going out of
jeans,
je-
bro.
and those are not fitted jeans, bro.
Fair.
Like they're not skinny jeans.
Respect.
Homie, what?
Yeah.
And you ask him how he does it, he's like,
I've never done calves. Well, I started working them out now.
he
Like as of
he
this
maxes
week.
out
Like literally as of this week.
the calf machine.
Yeah, like I put it all the way down and it's
Nice.
Homie just stands
It's
hella
just, bro,
hard.
it's literally just genetics. Like it's like
Same.
literally.
Same.
Standing,
Standing hard as
for me,
hella
fuck.
hard, like chill, bro.
like yo, like when I was a kid, I used to have to reach for the cookies so much that it was like, yeah, I was just doing hella calf raises. But yeah, bro, like I told you, I was like, during it, I was like, this is the worst feeling ever. Like, why do people do this for fun? After, I was like, the rest of the day, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was like,
dog, I don't know
you
what
can tell
it
me
is,
like
bro.
anything. I've accomplished so much today, and that can be the only thing I did.
But it's enough,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Dog, it's so bad. It's the worst. It's one of the worst things ever for me. I hate it so
I
much.
hated it.
You
like
have
in high school.
asthma, bro. Like that's different.
I don't know what it is.
You
dog.
have a reason to hate
You know the
it.
feeling of
True.
like,
It's like
you know the feeling
you're
of like,
practically about to die.
Yeah.
oh yeah, bro. Like,
Like chill out.
I don't know. Maybe that's just like, I don't know, fucking like asthma privileges or some shit. But like,
Yeah.
the feeling of not breathing,
Yeah.
is so bad. Like
Yeah,
people really don't get it, yo. It's really bad.
Yeah, my dad had it, like he has an inhaler, and then I had it as a kid, and weirdly enough, like when they put me on Lactaid, it just went away.
It happens for a lot of people. Like you just grow out of it.
Yeah, like
Let's grow up if
but
you have
know
asthma.
what it was? You know what? It coincidentally
You're an
like,
adult with asthma.
lined up
What are you
with
doing right
when
now,
I
bro?
came to this country. So I think it was just cleaner air here.
Yeah.
Like I think
From
it was
where?
Just, I was born in Cuba.
Oh, maybe.
So I was like, so coming from a third world country to here, it's like, yo, there's just way cleaner air here. Like I'm good, I'm healed. Like
You
I
wouldn't
don't
think
have
it'd be.
asthma.
You wouldn't think it'd be the opposite. Like in third world countries, like the air is like.
No, bro, because
It's
they
more-
like they're
I would agree, but
Right?
Cuba's different.
No,
yeah,
the-
true. Cuba's a whole
Because
different.
they're
That's like a resurgence.
they have so many like trucks and like all that shit that had like
It's
just
all old-
pump
it's
out
just
just like
combustion.
smog, like
Yup.
just black like
That
air.
makes
Funny
sense.
enough, you know what did like the only place that I've ever traveled to that really like, I was there for like 2-3 weeks and I didn't, because the inhaler doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh, really?
carry around the fucking nebulizer.
Ooh, bro,
Wait.
If you
what?
ever see me on the street
bro,
with
I
a
used-
bag,
dog, I used to have to.
Oh, I thought. Bro, I don't know why I thought that was the tank. I was like, yo, that's
No,
crazy,
no,
bro.
like
You
the
walk
the
around
fucking
with the tank.
aerosol,
Uh huh.
Bro,
that everyone did
bro,
as a
I have
kid,
so many fucking
I
memories.
carry that
taking
bitch.
aerosols,
If you ever see me on the street and I have a black tote bag
It's because you have that.
on
in it?
site,
Dog, I used to
I
fucking-
have a thing to use it in the car. I've been to fucking Universal Halloween Horror Nights and I've been like, lady, I don't want the fucking boba. I need you to unplug the fucking machine. I'm fucking dying
Yeah.
right now, bitch.
Man
It's
carrying an
on
extension
site.
cord.
Yeah, I take it everywhere.
That's
but I went to
crazy.
Hawaii for like 3 weeks to work.
But why is
And
that a
then-
third world country?
No, but yo, it's an island. I mean, it's alright.
Bro,
whatever.
it's not the same. This man's like, yo, so you never guess, I went to Fiji. And they had like good air. It's like, yeah.
Clean air, motherfucker. This is crazy.
Bro, dog, I have so many,
Yeah,
I have
like-
so many memories like going out of Sol, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I used to
dog.
just have to just fucking sit there like watching TV for like 30
Yeah.
minutes with that shit on. Just,
Yep.
That was my childhood.
You know
bro.
what's funny as fuck? Like I have so many like memories and like stories attached to that thing that it's like like when I don't think about it on the daily, but like when I think about it and when I talk about it, this shit's like a fucking like a little
Yeah.
totem.
I feel like
It's
fucking
fun as
Darth
fuck,
Vader.
bro. I went to LA with my homies and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" Because I had to do it, and they're like, "What's the liquid?" And it's like, "It's medicine." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Water?" And like, "No, that's medicine. Just
Yeah.
liquid." And they're like, "Yo, can we put vodka in that bitch?"
No. And then,
And
and
we
then
just did it with
people were like,
vodka,
yo,
Gatorade.
you think we could like hotbox the
Yeah,
aerosol?
can we up? We
Shove
tried
a
it.
protein
Like,
shake
bro,
in
like-
that thing, bro.
like, yo, you
Dog,
making fun of
bro,
my
yes.
freaking.
This motherfucker,
tired of
he
blending.
grabbed it
I'm
one day.
tired of blending.
He grabbed it one day, and we're just hanging out. You gotta do it. I can't do it.
I can't bring out the thing. Bring out the thing.
Can you get it? We got.
I'm not gonna
Thank you to
wrap
the
that around my
production
mouth.
team.
I'm not gonna wrap that around my mouth. Issa, you're good. Issa, you're good. But I just did like a whole Bane impersonation.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
because I always call him Bane when he has
Yeah.
it. I'm like, you think darkness is your ally? And it's like, I don't know.
But yeah, dog.
No.
I remember as a kid, I always wanted
A
that-
vape?
that- like the asthma
You don't want
inhaler.
it.
Like
You know
I
what
just
the
wanted
problem-
because
Like,
it
looks
looked cool, like to do it, like
it looks cool.
until you
It's like the
actually have it.
anti-cigarette, brother.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
pro
the
cigarette,
It's a straight
guys.
shot of
You're
oxygen.
pro-cigarette, but it's like the anti-cigarette.
Yeah.
But it tastes like ass.
Oh, it does.
It's like little powders. It's fucking
Oh.
disgusting. It's
I thought it was just air.
The
Like,
protein,
No, it's ass.
the protein powder.
It's
It's like
Put-
protein
put-
powder.
put the
Put
protein
weight
powder
in
in
that
there.
shit.
It's like if someone takes protein powder and like flicks it at you. It's such
Yeah.
a small
Really?
amount. It's beep,
Yeah.
and it's awful. It's like
I feel
you
like
breathe
that'd be
air,
like-
but you know there's shit in it.
That'd be
It's
such a
nasty.
fire way to like
Ew.
intake
Yeah.
protein though.
What?
That'd be like such a fire way to
Yeah,
intake
no,
protein.
you're
Like,
giving him ideas right
Yeah,
now.
I
He's
was
like, yo, what if I?
I was
put
like,
this
yo,
in
like-
Can we do
powder?
that? Can we do that?
Yo, the
Like
bulk is about to go
mid-workout?
crazy.
Is that a product?
Yo,
Would
Is
I
that
get
a
it
product?
faster if I?
did we
what-
just come up with
Oh
like
my
a
god!
product?
If
Is
you
that a
took
product?
if you
Yeah.
took pre-workout,
Shark Tank?
He's like,
What?
yo, would I ingest this faster if I just like Take it through.
Honestly, if you just like airborne all your fucking vitamins of the day,
Bro.
Bro,
The
hey,
future.
once a day, once in the morning,
a
once at night,
multivitamin.
a
Hey.
multivitamin for like twice a day.
Insane, bro.
We're not. This is not coming out until
You
we have
can't.
the.
I'm gonna say,
Until we have the legal.
I need the patents.
Call the lawyer. Call the lawyer.
Call the lawyer. Call the lawyer. Call him rep.
No, bro.
Call him up.
I like my Flintstone gummies too much to give them up.
I love. Yeah, I love the gummy multivitamins.
I do need to take vitamins.
Dude,
No,
you know I had
my-
a problem. I had a problem with the gummy multivitamins because I just like the taste of them. So I would
You
just,
eat them for
I
fun,
feel
right?
that.
bro.
You eat them for fun.
I feel that.
Dog, I would go through like the whole bro. One thing about me, bro, I had every vitamin in that bitch. Like,
Dog,
Homie's healthy as hell.
it's
dude.
so sad, bro.
I'm never
yo,
getting sick.
I feel like I'm never getting
My
sick. 'cause I
immune
have
system
so
is
many
my immune
vitamins.
system is crazy.
Literally.
No, I miss those, dog, because now my girlfriend comes from like a family of doctors, so like I just have a little cabinet
With like the
That's
daily.
lit.
with like
With- by the day?
97,000 pills, and I'm like, dog, I don't have cancer. Calm
Bro,
down.
that's growing up though.
I
I'll
know
tell
it's
you.
ass. It's horrible.
That's growing up.
Adulting,
Is like
bro.
is
Yeah.
leaning into all that. Trust.
It's
How
on my
old are you?
dining table.
I'm 25.
How old are you?
27.
How many
Daddy-
pills do y'all take?
I don't take any.
What is
I
it?
had to take.
take
I
like
had
what
to.
I'm
4 or
saying.
5.
I had
No,
to take. I had to take vitamins though for sure because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I take just like a multivitamin and then I just work out.
3? Oh, no. 3 plus the allergy and the powder.
Yeah.
allergy to what?
Just clarity.
Oh, because I'm horrible with like
Bro.
shellfish. Like bro, today my manager brought like shrimp like for lunch.
Oh,
His man was like,
shit.
get
And
this
it
shit
was-
away.
It's like all
Bro,
shellfish.
now it's like I feel like I've gotten even more sensitive to it because now it's like even smelling it I start.
It triggers. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like before it was just only eating.
You should have leaned in. You should be like, I gotta go. I can't work today.
I wanted to so badly, but I was like, I did that last week, so I
You
was like,
should've.
can't. Nah, last
Bro,
week I did that.
Bro, that was your one chance.
Last week,
He's not gonna
alright,
give it again.
I'll do a confession right now. I'm obsessed with gaming, and last week we have a gamer chat, and everyone was getting on, and it's only 4 of us.
Okay.
So I was like feeling like left out, and
And you
I
thought
looked at
about
the
it?
time, and I was like, it's 3:30, bro. It's kind of dead. So I'm like, I'm just gonna tell my boss like my stomach hurts. So I'm just gonna go home. I literally left work.
Bro,
I
like,
left work early just to go play like COD with my friends, bro. And I felt like such a high schooler at that moment. Like I was like,
That's wild.
That's how it's gonna be when GTA 6 comes
Dog,
out.
like
bro, Warzone right now. I'm
that
obsessed
shit.
with it,
Like there are times that I'm like, I wish I could have
no.
memories to like.
Oh, go.
I don't.
what were you
Uh,
thinking? What did you
I
think?
don't-
it
I
was
thought you
there?
were like, I wish I had like that like passion to play it. I was
Oh,
like, no,
no,
dude.
I
Like,
don't.
No,
It's
I
an
don't.
addiction,
such an
bro.
I
addiction.
don't.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
it's
No.
it's just not part of my life. Like my history. My parents never gave me video games.
I think it's
I-
because like I didn't have that, and so I
So
started
now
playing
you're
it during
overcompensating.
So you're
COVID.
older now.
Yeah,
you
now
get
I'm
it for
like, yeah,
yourself,
bro,
yeah.
I'm like obsessed
as
with
soon
it.
as you get the money for it, you're like, I'm going all in.
Bro, yeah. And
Yeah.
this was free. Like this was
Yeah.
like my friend gave it to me. Like he gave me his old PS4, and we all play together. So it's like
That's
it's just
crazy.
fun, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
I don't have those experiences.
Yeah.
I was dog. Like I was very much a stay-at-home kid. I was hella overprotected, but I had a great amount of experiences in life and shit. We traveled a lot as a kid, but I was always very much like work.
yeah,
It's always
Yeah.
about my work and whatever the fuck like my thing was. I was
That's not a bad thing though.
nah.
no, I don't regret it, but it's just like I do. I don't have a
You think you
lot of
missed
like
out?
like those gaps. I do have. I think like I remember as a kid, like the FOMO was a lot heavier and it weighed on me a lot more than it does now. Because I think now, what was like for a loser and shit back then is now like cool
Yeah,
jobs,
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
money, crazy
Like you're ahead.
direction in life, wow, purpose, crazy.
Yeah.
You feel
But I
like you
have
start to
that-
view that more as you get older. You're like the
What?
people that were like in the house more like when we were younger.
I was raised by like older people,
Uh-huh.
so it was always clear to me.
Oh.
I always knew like trust. There's gonna be a day post high school where everyone who peaked in high school is gonna fall
Yeah.
off a cliff, and what's gonna be valued is me. Watch. I always knew my moment was like
Nah,
now
and
in my
I didn't
20s
have that
and
mentality.
30s.
No,
I
my
see
dad
it
told
now
that.
where like people that did peak in high school, and I see them like I saw one the other day. I was like, bro, you were like a 5-star recruit, like
Yeah.
a football like
Yeah.
top tier in high school, this and that.
That's
And I'm like,
wild.
I saw him normally at CVS working. I was like, no offense, like
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
know what that person's going through. But it's just in my head. I was like, I remember I had him on such a
Yeah.
You put him on a
pedestal.
pedestal, yeah. You put him on a pedestal, yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, I remember my dad told me that, like, I remember one day, like, I forgot what it was, but he was like, oh, like, he's like, oh, you think that's cool? Like, that person's gonna be a loser. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's going back. He was like, this is a kid. Like,
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
but my dad was like, yo, that kid's gonna grow up, he's gonna be a loser.
Yeah.
Trust.
yeah.
And he was right.
And even now, like I look at the people.
Shout out to, no, I'm kidding.
Shout out pops. Shout out pops. But even now, like I look at like TikTok right now, like I'm getting a lot of videos of like people being like, "Yo, fuck America, like let's go work in Spain." I work in Spain and I like make €1,000 and I make like I work 4 hours a day and I'm happy.
We saw the same TikTok.
Really?
Literally,
I
sent that to everybody.
There's a lot of them. There's so many. And I'm like, yeah, cool, but like it's not a problem that necessarily applies to me. Like I get it. I get the American like hustle and bustle culture. I get that shit. But I don't want to work a 9 to 5 in Spain either. Like I don't want to be an employee in Spain either.
Right.
Like I want to build my own shit that's gonna be hard anywhere.
That's kind of a bar. That's kind of a bar. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 in Spain either.
No, I don't.
That's disgusting.
Put that in the.
Put it on the board. On the board. Put it on the board.
No, legit. I mean, yeah. I feel like I don't think it's just like people like that don't really know what the other side looks like, and it's just
100%.
like the grass is always greener mentality.
100%.
Where it's like I feel like, or like immigrant kids are always like no, like we got it pretty good here. Like
we're comfy.
Like trust, like, it's not as bad as you think.
Don't fuck with it. Yeah.
It's always people that haven't gone through like those actual legit struggles that always like. It's like the other day I was listening to Russ on the Flagrant, like why rap is so appealing to that episode was so fire.
That was a good podcast.
But he was like, why rap was so appealing to white boys because they didn't live that life, so like this kind of glorifies it. And then people that did live it, they're like, you're speaking on our trauma, so like that's why they're attached to it. So it's like, I don't know. When people say that, I'm just like, all right, bro, go. Like I kind of feel like this is a lesson you need to learn.
Why do you think people are leaving there? Like time is like
dog. I don't know. For me, I've been really lucky to like see a lot of the world and like be in a lot of places in the world and live short term in a couple different places, and it's I don't know, there's just something about not even the States, but I think it's just like our big cities in the States. Like there's something about Miami and New York, LA, Chicago. There's something about those cities that like you just it all kind of not the fact that not like you feel me, like you got all the shit that you need, you got all the opportunity you can want. It really just depends on you, and that level of taking responsibility for that isn't a thing that people have.
I feel like a lot of people don't deal with like the stuff that they fall short in. Yeah. They put a lot of issues on like what's going on and what they can't get. Like don't look at it like that. Look at it like where are you coming short? Because like you're not perfect. So like where is it that? I also think it's a lot of like the because I'm not an immigrant. I'm a first gen. Yeah. But that's 100% a lot like that first gen guilt of like. You know, like you got a house and you got a car and you got an education and we did this shit from zero from another country. Yeah.
But I always think about that. I was like, yo, I'm 25 now. My dad had me when he was 25. People be having
kids in houses.
He's like, at 28, my dad left his country and came here with a kid. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, like mentally, like, what?
Imagine you having a kid right now.
Like, bro, I'm thinking about like, yo, GTA 6 about to come out.
No facts. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Yo, literally.
Yeah. Our friendship is interesting because I think you hit that side of my brain that I don't necessarily think about often.
What you mean, mate?
Like the opposite side. Like you want to stay younger when I'm like, I'm rounding 30, dog. Like next year I'm 25.
My brother, I hate to break it to you, I'm still 21. Like mentally, still 21. At times, mentally 6.
Younger.
Like, nah, it's just not fun to grow up, man.
I don't
chill.
think so.
Why you gotta take life so serious?
I disagree. I think growing up can be fun if you
life
make
can
it
get
fun.
better though, in different ways.
100%.
It's like
100%.
Staying on the like grass is green on the other side. Just take care of the grass that you're on and you're chilling.
For sure. The grass is green when you water it. That's what I'm saying.
That's true. Also true.
Put a protein shake on the grass.
Grow, motherfucker. Put some creatine on that.
I don't know. Like they're like my friends. They're kind of like the opposite. Like they're kind of like my like wanting to strive for like the adulting side. I'm kind of more still like, not that I'm like want to stay young and want to do like the party, because I don't even party like that anymore. But it's just like I kind of still like look at life in a sense of chasing dreams instead of more like, well, and their perspective is different because they're kind of already in there, like in there, and now it's just kind of just grinding it out.
I try to combine the two.
It's a balance.
I think it's very much like,
it's hard though.
Absolutely.
100%. I think again, right, like that was one of those gaps that I had, was like I never partied. Even when I did go out and party and like hang out with people, to this day I don't, not because I'm like afraid of it or fucking anything, like
It's empty. I drank it all. Sorry.
He's like, yo, Rager.
I was thirsty.
I'm not afraid. I'll fucking chug it
I
right
thought
now.
you were,
I'm not a narc. I'm not
I thought you
a fucking
were
narc.
like, see, look.
I'm not a narc. I'm not a narc.
There's a
Don't
reason
worry.
I haven't gone to drink in
I'm
a
not a
minute.
narc. You left a little bit, but I
To be exact.
I got the back one.
It's just spit, brother. I'm so
God
sorry.
damn.
Yo.
Your spit tastes good.
Yeah, okay, nah. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, we can go now. But yeah, like I never drank, I never smoked, so I do have those gaps in there. But like I look at it now and I'm like, this is my conclusion is this, right? Like life's hard.
Yeah.
Period. No matter what the fuck, like you guys going to the gym every single day, destroying yourselves is hard. Me being overweight and having asthma is hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Being poor, hard.
Hard, yeah.
Keeping up a rich lifestyle and paying for everything, hard.
Hard, yeah.
Pick the kind of hard you want.
Yes.
Wow.
Pick
That's
the kind
like-
of hard you want.
Bro, that's
Bro,
like-
that's
that's like-
literally the quote that we've been living by for like the last couple that me and
Really?
Mandy have been living. Yeah, because it's like, so like I said, like as like 2 weeks ago or like last week, I started going to like I started being like, yo, like I'm getting older, like I'm gonna need to compensate for like me getting older. I'm gonna have to pay attention more to my health. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go to the gym. Like one of my friends, he's trying to get into it too. I'm like, all right, we'll go together, bro. We're going at 5 a.m. This is like this is, but I rather do that because I have so much like going on in my work day later that I'm like, I'm not gonna want to go after like a whole work day where I'm just like I'm done.
But you have no carbs in your system to fuel you,
Brother. I just go.
That's
I
not
get
a
it
problem we
done.
have right
That
now.
sounds
That's
I have
not a
too
problem.
many.
We were
That's
talking
not a
about this
problem we
before.
I
have.
have too many
He's in that
carbs in my
stage.
body.
Look, he's
I
in
got
that
a
stage where
surplus.
like Cuban coffee is like his pre-workout. Like
Okay,
that's
okay.
like I'm like I know he's like for sure gonna be a gym rat, which I know like he'll get to it.
Yeah.
When he's like, yo, I gotta be on pre-workout. You know
It's
what I mean?
cute
Like,
to see the
you-
growth,
yeah,
though. 'Cause
exactly.
I remember when I was there.
I got looked at like I was
That's what
crazy.
I
I was
wanted
like,
from him, and he straight told me, "Yo, I can't go to the gym that's not around the block from my house."
Bro, it's just so.
He said, "I can't, bro."
Here's the thing.
he has like 4 around his house.
Yeah. And
Like,
you know,
they
you know the
love
funny
his
thing-
area.
You know the
Mind
funny
you,
part
he
is
lives
that
far as
I
fuck.
go to one. Me too.
Where do you live?
By
I
the
live
zoo.
by I live by
By the
plantation,
zoo,
bro.
He's
Oh.
in fucking plantation,
Yeah,
yo.
dude.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Where do you
what
go,
I'm saying.
Amped?
No, I go to UFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 it's a good
I want to
gym
try
go
UFC. Yeah,
UFC
Bro,
is
it's
because
so nice.
UFC has like a bunch of like, and you can take classes too.
I'm gonna
like,
be
you can
so.
just have
I'm
fun
gonna be
with
so
it.
real. Amped is low key better than UFC because they have cool lighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an influencer.
It just they
No,
no. You know what's
they-
crazy?
100%.
They don't. Like you're not allowed to record.
You're not?
No.
Really?
No, they
They're
have
against
signs.
it.
Every
No
person has-
tripods?
Which I was like,
No,
they're
they're-
missing out. So,
At UFC or Amped?
no, I am.
Amped.
Because I was like,
Really?
Yeah,
I
And have
thought
the
they
best
would
lighting,
be.
the best
They
everything.
look like they're made for influencers.
right? That's what I said. I was like, bro, you guys are tripping. Like,
They look like they're
But
built
they're
for that.
small gyms. I think that's why it is.
No,
If they were bigger, I think they would allow
Some
it.
of them are big enough, and I feel like
the route one's super small. So
Well,
I
the
don't
one
know.
by my
Yeah,
house is
yeah,
also super
yeah.
small.
So I don't know what's up with that.
I've
But
seen
like,
people
I was
film.
like, bro, you guys are missing out. Like, they should make it an influencer friendly
Yeah.
type of gym because
Yeah,
if
dog.
they
Think about Boxer, that gym that opened that.
Boxer's
Yes.
Boxer's
huge, bro.
huge. But I have a freaking like a Lambo,
have a Lambo
or
in the front.
A
Boxer
Maserati
is
in the freaking.
massive. That's where Henry works at.
Yeah.
oh him and Goody.
Yeah.
I saw Goody.
Yeah.
Bro, Goody makes me
That's
laugh.
your boy.
Bro. Like,
Mm.
I love Goody. He's like,
but
nah, bro. So yeah, basically,
your struggle, your pick your heart.
yeah, pick your heart.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
Suffer
like,
or suffer.
dude, it got to a point where I was like, I just felt sluggish. I didn't have energy to even work. So I was like, all right, how do I?
I don't. I think that's always like a shock of like, I don't think people understand like the amount. I don't know. Does that make sense? Is that a thing? Like
That you don't sleep.
my energy output versus like my
Production?
bodily capacity is not direct. Like that makes no sense.
Right.
I should not be able to do what I do.
Yeah.
It should not be physically.
But
possible.
you saying you don't get burnt out from?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
I know. I definitely
yeah.
do.
Homie is never in homeostasis. Like homie
What the
is.
fuck? I'll pay you
Homeostasis.
$5 if you can define homeostasis.
It's just a balance of stuff.
We're gonna
You
fact
I
been-
thought
check
he was
that.
gonna. Yeah,
No,
I thought he was
he
gonna
said
go on
it
it.
confidently.
Yeah, it's a balance.
Sounds
What do you
like-
mean?
Balance
like,
of the
yo,
human
go.
mind.
It's the balance of
You're like, yeah,
the universe.
Yeah,
The human
I was
body.
like, yo, give $5.
It has a fucking balance to itself where you need to be able to like sleep and
Right,
eat and like
Of
you
course.
function.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I think I don't know. I think like the turning point for me was, it was two part. Number one, it was the end of this year, which was a very like big work indicator and lifestyle indicator, I think in terms of like personal health and shit, I think getting a girlfriend that comes from like a medical background is a lot
Shout
of
out.
a cheat code. But I think the fact that like COVID finished, and I remember being like, I don't know what the fuck COVID is, but it's like 2 weeks off of work. Fuck it. It became a month and a half, 2 months, and I was like, fuck it, okay, I'm gonna be that guy who like glows up in COVID, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, dog. Like 2 years felt like 2 months.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's 4 years later, and it's like, fuck, okay, wait, like I really do need to fucking.
Dude, and
It really does.
I remember
click.
like an old PE teacher telling me that like basically he basically explained compound interest in terms of like weight to me. I like 10.
Okay.
He was like, dude, if you gain like 1 or 2 pounds every year, he's like, dude, in 10 years you just gain 20 pounds, like over like what your like normal weight should be.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, your life is gonna be way different at 20 pounds. Like the difference
Yeah.
is a lot. So he's like, as long as you maintain or like try to get better, like
Yeah.
you'll be good. But like
And you don't realize it either until like.
bro, he
you
was telling me
don't.
that like, I
And
was like
You
11.
don't.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, can I go?
Your
I was like,
PE
bro, like
teacher.
I'm trying to play box ball. Like I don't know what you're trying to do. Like I know what you're trying to do right now.
Fuck.
But yeah,
Dog, I haven't thought about
Yeah, that
box
shit was-
ball in so long. Oh my god.
How to what?
Fucking box ball.
box ball. You never play box ball?
Is it the one where you throw it on like?
So it's literally
It's like
a square.
divided into four.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
like
yeah,
knock people out.
It was
yeah.
like pickleball before pickleball.
We called it like four
Yeah.
corners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
four
also a
corner,
name.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think it was very much like, what's up?
I didn't say anything, bro.
Okay.
You're hearing things.
No,
It's a
there's
great
something-
working relationship. It's a
there's-
healthy
it might
working
be- it's like-
relationship.
it's like-
That's the homeostasis not working
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
We go back. He actually did whisper something.
I did
Like-
whisper something.
No, I saw it.
this motherfucker, bro. God damn it.
I'm gonna make you start seeing things, bro.
But yeah, dude, like right. It was always like, I grew up with a dad who didn't have a business,
Yeah.
and who was there for me every single time that I needed him. Never failed me, and I grew up with a mom who was like, had a normal job,
Yeah.
and was like it looked very miserable, and so I was like, if it's gonna be hard, I might as well do it in the context of something that I really fuck with.
Yeah.
And if I really fuck with it, which is another thing, is like now that like we have a team, I have to learn how to lead a team, and it's like I cannot expect anybody else to give as much of a fuck as I do.
That's-
Because there is
that's
not
the
a
main thing.
moment.
No.
There is not a moment that I don't
No
give
one's
a
gonna
fuck.
care as much as the people.
There
who,
is
like,
not a moment that I do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Every waking moment, I think about how to do this thing, how to do it the best that I can, how to make
Yeah.
it better. Every single moment that I'm awake.
Yeah, retweet. Literally, like we have conversations about it. We're like, yo, like even when it's ourselves, we're like, yo, I know we're not doing this the best we can do. Right
Yeah.
now. Like, we got to tighten up.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're at that point right now.
Yeah.
We had a conversation, Tuesday,
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That it was one of those things that I'm like, I'm sure it's been fun for him. It's been a struggle. It's like a 5-year struggle for me to like get him to be like, okay, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. Everybody, he's lying to you.
But yeah, I think like now it's at a point where I'm like, I know that I've always known that it can be more than me. I've always wanted it to be more than me. I now have the people with the capacity to do it. Have they been the only people in my life that have the capacity? No. Do I trust these motherfuckers more than anybody else? To when that moment comes that I have to step back, where I physically cannot do more, I'm like, yo, my fucking leg broke. I need to go like do this. I need to go do that. I need a break. Like X, Y, and Z happened. I know they're gonna keep it afloat. I know they can keep it afloat. I know they can. If I put in my 25% and I have to dip, everybody's put
Yeah.
more in to make up
yeah.
that 25%, and we're good. Now we're
Yeah.
there.
Nah, literally everything you've said. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like I feel exactly. I know exactly what you mean, and like how like at multiple times, even when you're stressed with like a bunch of other stuff, like you're still like, how do I make this the best it can like the
Always.
best it could be, and you
Yeah.
never really stop thinking about it.
Never.
And it's great. Even in the times where you're like, bro, is this even worth it? Like you're like, I don't
But
see a
what
future
else
where
is
I'm
there?
not doing it.
What
Like,
else is there? There's nothing else.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else
Like,
is
give
there?
it a second and try to stop. And then,
Yeah.
like,
No, yeah,
you
go.
can't.
You can't.
Dog, I was gonna go. I
can't.
applied to be a high school teacher. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yo,
dog,
you're
I was
down bad.
right
That would
there.
be insane.
It was right there, and I was like, dog, like there is no universe where I do
Yeah.
not. I don't do this.
Right.
This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else. So, and I think there's obviously like fun, cool things like that are motivational, but I think also like learning a different side of sympathy for myself, but also for other people at the same time is crazy. Like learning to get like my foot off the gas of like, maybe I don't need to be sleeping 30 minutes a day for like a good 6 days straight.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need to be doing that.
There's a balance for sure.
I was doing that every day. I did that for like 3 years when I was like 17.
I feel you, because I was doing something. I wasn't doing 30 minutes. That's wild, my boy. Like, get some rest.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, yeah, there was days for sure where I was like, all right, like I had work, school, podcast, edit the podcast, and then it's like, all right,
real life
I have to wake up
shit.
to do it the next day, so I'm gonna sleep like maybe 2 hours if I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's in those times where I feel like you're like, all right, like I freaking love this. Like there's no.
You catch a
waves.
rhythm. You catch.
I think there.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Like,
I think there are waves. I think right like. While those rules applied to me when I was like 19 in college, they don't apply to me now, right? I'm 24.
You evolve.
I'm a different person. I'm
Yeah.
a different person. I have different needs. I have a relationship that I want to invest time in. I want to. Again, I think having a medical girlfriend is really interesting because it's like my problems are like, yo, how do I get the business off the ground? Like, how do I make money? How do I have a business that like can support me and a wife and a child when I'm 35, 40, 50? And she's like, I don't want you to be in a wheelchair when you're 50.
Right.
And that stopped me. That stopped me. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Dude,
what the fuck?
I feel you because, like, for example, my girlfriend's not in the medical field, but she's a project manager. So her.
Oh, great. Great.
So her project is me.
You're the project. Yeah.
So it's like, and we've had countless talks about, like, just me feeling, like, burnt out. And I feel like she also puts things into perspective as to, like, maybe long term, like what you're stressing about doesn't really matter. Like it's not a big, and it's good to have like that outside perspective. Whereas like to you, it feels like this is like the biggest like conflict or like biggest.
And someone else stops saying,
someone's like, yo, like it's not that deep. Like because I've had struggles of being like, yo, we're not pushing as hard as we should be. Like we're not like we gotta be like on it.
Like 9 months.
But it's also like, yo, like. First of all, it's like, this is not the main thing right now. I would like it to be the main thing.
Of course.
But it's not the main thing right now. So it's like, keep the main thing, and everything else will... Like, as long as you invest into it,
give it time.
It'll keep...
As long as you water the plant, it'll grow.
Right.
Yeah.
So that... And I feel like that's like a big thing for creatives also. It's like...
Yeah.
Dude, your mind runs at a thousand miles
a minute.
Miles a minute, and it's like...
Yeah. But
it's also probably ADHD undiagnosed, but like...
mine's also undiagnosed, but who knows?
Mine is diagnosed.
Mine is diagnosed.
Yours is diagnosed. Yours is diagnosed.
Mine is diagnosed, but you know.
Not to flex.
I want to get diagnosed just so I can get the...
Shout out Dr. Rojas.
No,
need a refill, Baba.
With the whole thing, I feel like when you worry about like these things and you put them in these like massive like you have this mentality where it's like this huge thing, and you just kind of like forget that you're supposed to be having a little bit of fun. Like, just take a step back and be like, yo, like 6-year-old me would be flipping out that I'm like doing this.
Yeah, literally.
It's also a disconnect for me too.
You don't think about your younger self?
I do.
That's child neglect.
I do. That gave the same energy is like, you know what's worse than a rapist? A child. That was the same energy. I do think about my younger self, but my younger self was very much, again, it's the first gen immigrant guilt thing of like,
I gotta put on.
I don't get you don't get good jobs for A's. You're supposed to get A's.
Yeah.
Like my younger self was always like, this is going to happen. Period. We are going to be successful. We are going to figure it out. It's going to happen. Does that also on the tough days, does that reinforce like my self-confidence and manifestation is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it's never not been an option. Success has never not been an option for me. It's the only outcome. So even my younger self and those things are like, that younger me is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like bullying you?
Kind of.
That's crazy. Imagine getting bullied by a toddler.
Literally.
Like that's wild.
That's a clip.
That's right there.
No, literally, I'm like,
are we good? Can you crop me in?
That's a bar.
Can you crop us in? Are we good? Okay, go.
No, literally. No, I feel you.
But yeah, I think like learning to have empathy for other people as well as having sympathy for myself and being like take the foot off the gas
Yeah.
is really interesting because I don't have an example of it. I'm learning to do it for myself while I'm also doing it for the people that I lead, and it's like let's have fun and like let's make it a weekly meeting and like give you guys time to have like a life outside of this. Just because I don't doesn't mean that everyone else doesn't have to either.
You know, and you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but you kind of said like trying to be like the best partner, like in that balance. And I feel that too, because it's like, well, they deserve the best part of me too. So it's like I gotta kind of take away from this for a second so I can be the best for them.
It's a lot,
So it's like, dude, it's a lot, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, like, what else are we doing this for? Like,
I don't. Again, the plan has never been to be successful alone.
Right.
Never.
Bars.
I think. Okay.
Another clip.
He's cutting up bars.
Shout out to the production team editing all this.
Shout out, yeah.
Do like
me.
the
AKA line.
The 17 production.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Colorist.
The 3 editors, the colorist, the TikTok guy.
It's all me.
It's just 7 lines.
Literally.
But yeah, I think bringing him on after like meeting him in that era of my life where it was like full throttle till the wheels fall off, and building that friendship to where I think we both know each other very well. Okay. No, you're good. I think helps me in like, you know, you never stop being like an obsessive parent over this thing. You never stop. But I think when you have someone in your life that you can be like, it's okay if I go take a second and I leave you with my kid. I know that you will take care of my kid. You're not going to fucking smack him in the face.
Right.
And if you do, he deserves it.
Trusting me with a child is wild.
That's,
That's... No, but I feel like it also works where like I'll check you when you're like overdoing
which
it.
I appreciate it.
And I'm like, hey, dummy, sit down. Like, take a sec. Because it's like, you don't realize it when you're in that, like, you're just seeing red. And you're just like, I need to do this now, and this needs to happen, and this is all the moving piece because it connects to that. And it's just like...
It's also, you think, like, every small detail is, like, the difference between you, like, getting that success. And it's like, sometimes it might not be, like, it's just the process of, like, you
just learn as
doing
you go.
It again and again.
You learn as you go,
That's the issue, is, like, having that expectation. Just do it.
Sometimes like just get the reps in, and like eventually you'll like be there.
Oh my God, gym.
Nice gym analogy.
That's how I get him involved. It's like
no, but it is facts. It's just like just do it, just like a hamster on a wheel. Just keep going. Like hamster's vibing, hamster's chilling. Shout out G-Force.
It's a very underrated film.
Honestly,
quite underrated.
Cinematic masterpiece.
Bros, what's coming up for you guys?
You take that. I've been talking too much.
Well, obviously, Casa Lou thing going on where we're trying to figure that out. But
what does that look like? Like, what is like
pretty
ideal? Is it like your own podcast? Your own?
Is there a lot of green?
CEO. Should we leak that?
The Casa Lou.
The whole concept for those
right now, don't leak it. There's cameras in the.
Alright, there's cameras. There's people in the
don't
walls.
Don't give up
guys.
your leverage, but.
No, we don't leak it. All right, boss said no.
Leverage, but in a vague way, paint it. What do you guys like? I guess what are you guys looking to create from that? I guess.
I like the Casa Lou thing.
Yeah.
It just like makes something that like, again, like you said with the film, makes people feel something that like people can latch on to and be like, oh, that's sick. And
what we want to do is do it from a bunch of different mediums in the same project.
Okay.
It's like having a little family of like Casa Lou babies.
You should do the rest of the podcast like that.
The what?
You should do the rest of the podcast.
I was gonna say, I thought I was gonna.
Mate, I could do the rest of the podcast. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
The whole thing, yo.
That's mad. Just making people feel and just like hitting them in every way that an art form can hit you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we can do music, or we can like design something that makes you look cool, and then have like a video that's like super sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then aside from that, it's just like I'm in the kitchen cooking a bunch of like scripts because we want to obviously like make shorts, and if we can't pursue flammable, we'll just do like another. I'm gonna stop talking this accent.
Go ahead. I was honestly,
I was like, bro,
it keeps you. It keeps you up.
He's killing it right now.
It's like a fun little game.
In my head, I was just like, bro, can you actually speak like that? Like,
I
all
could
day?
do
He's
it.
been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
He's
bro.
been doing it for years.
It used to be like an anxiety thing where I would just flip it on and I'd just be like, I'm British now, guys.
He did it before Love Island.
He has like the split personality.
Literally. No, but yeah, cooking just a bunch of shorts and like a bunch of scripts and playing around with things that are jumbled up here.
Yeah.
And then just like applying them and actually making something out of them instead of just talking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dog. Trying to. I don't know. I really want to do more than we did last year, which is hard because I think last year was a very impactful year. On paper, it was our best year ever.
Pause though, because we didn't have the. I'm trying to think of like an army without saying an army. Like I'm trying to think of like a.
Like the
No,
The team?
The Arsenal
I don't
or
wanna say
like
the Arsenal. We didn't have the
You
Arsenal.
just
that
want
we
like
had.
cool dude buzzwords.
Arsenal is cool. Arsenal is a sick word. I'm gonna name my
Just
son
like
Arsenal.
words. The tactical
he's
team.
gonna play soccer, sign to Arsenal.
Nah, I'm just gonna teach him how to wield a sword at a young age. He's gonna be chilling. But no, yeah, like we didn't have the same Arsenal that we had.
Yeah.
Definitely not. 100%. I think we had it very loose, and it was. We put the team together and immediately like took on the biggest thing that we've ever done. Like we had there was no preseason.
No direction. No.
We went straight to the Super Bowl
Right.
immediately. What?
I was gonna ask if it was illegal if I said, it's grippy now.
What?
Is
What
it?
does that
It
mean?
is illegal. Is
What is
it?
that? It's not, but what does it mean?
Am I allowed to say it on the podcast?
You don't know
Say
what it
whatever
means.
you want.
though.
All right, it was loose last year. It's grippy now, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
You don't know what
It was loose last year. It's grippy now.
like grippy.
Like it was loose before. They got it on lock
Bro,
now.
yeah.
You're throwing words at me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about right now. So we can leave it in then.
We're just not gonna
I
talk
know
about
I'm be lost.
it.
I really wanted to use grippy. I just
If you know,
really
you
wanted to
know.
use grippy. But continue.
But yeah, I think on paper, regardless of like the interpersonal shit, regardless of like the personal stuff, like as a business, 100%, it was our biggest year ever. We've never accomplished a bigger thing, but it did take up like 9 months of the year, 8-9 months, more. Yeah, more like 10.
The whole year was
11,
basically the whole
11,
year.
12, 13.
Like it's 6. What is it?
13 months?
Huh?
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh,
Um,
that's illegal. You can't take my 7, 8, 9.
I did. So sorry, man.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I think like I want to do more, and I think a lot of the realization that I came to was like, if we're gonna dial it back, in terms of like the obsessiveness and how much time we're really putting into this and how much of our personal energy we're putting into it, but we want to have a better year and do more and be more effective, the way we do shit's got to change.
Yeah, systems is gonna be.
The system's got to change.
gonna
So
be a
now
big
it's a
upgrade.
lot more organizational and it's a lot more like structured, which is a lot.
It's kind of freeing, bro. Like it
We were
kinda-
talking about that the
is.
other day. We were talking about how like if we really want this to grow to what we envision it to, we gotta find like a better way of like, I guess like
yeah,
delegating
like
to
going
each other.
about the whole
yeah,
thing.
because it's
Yeah.
right now it's just
Like,
him.
The Wild West
Like,
days is
No,
not.
the
it's
Wild
not
West
the same.
days,
It's
it's
the
not.
same,
It doesn't
bro.
work anymore.
Yeah.
It
There's
doesn't
a
hit
reason
the
hard.
civilization came.
Yeah.
bro.
It doesn't hit the same. It really doesn't. So I think it's a lot. Again, I think for me the biggest fear factor of that was trust.
Yeah.
I think it's like a thing where like I've always preferred not to move, but when I move for it to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never like obsessed over girls or like dating a bunch of girls, and like I always wanted to lean back and be like, let me observe shit, see what the fuck is going on, figure myself out, and then when I move once and it's effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel
That's
that.
me right now, bro. Like I'm not in no rush to be in a relationship. I'm so focused on getting myself right. Like
It's so
life
wild,
wise.
like, he's you and
I
I'm
know.
No,
That's
literally.
crazy.
Homie's on that ashwagandha right now.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like,
I'm literally.
I'm
It's
like-
a Spider-Man meme, but like.
Bro, it's the same.
but
that should be the thumbnail. That's funny.
Yeah.
For real.
bro,
Yeah.
it's just
For
like
real.
I'm.
Slap.
We got this. We got my life, and then
Yeah.
he's focused on his job. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just so much going on. There's like I'm like
Yeah.
I can't even entertain someone else type
Yeah.
of thing. You feel me? So
That's
it's
fair.
like,
I think I was
Oh my
like
God,
that.
he is me,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie to you. I think I was like that, and for me, it's always been two sided. It's always like the coin has two sides. For me, it's always been like work and the personal life, and the personal life is always accumulated to like the conclusion of being a dad and having a family. That's always been that type for me. And for the work, it's always been like have my own business. I think I always pushed. It's pushed and then put together.
Wow.
Pushed.
Pushed.
I
like it.
Like a soft pushed.
To move it
Like a gentle caress forward.
One would say a shove.
Yeah.
One would say a shove.
One would say, but it's fine. But I've always prioritized the work shit first.
Yeah.
Always. Because one, it only depended on me. Two, I knew that it was the foundation of the other one being successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because as much as love and passion and infatuation has to do with that shit, fucking A. You can't live off dreams. Like, you got to eat.
Yep.
You got to pay. We got to fucking pay bills and have a house, and shit's expensive.
Yep.
And then I met the right person, and that was good.
It's
Then-
like a.
I'm glad I met you
It's
too,
so
bro.
freeing.
It's like when.
It's so freeing to be like, I don't have to worry about this.
I'm halfway
And
there.
we're building on this.
I'm
Yeah.
halfway there.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
halfway there.
It's
I'm halfway there.
How the hell are they doing
It's freeing, bro. You know what I mean?
It's freeing.
I get them because like when you do have that, like you don't really have to worry about, and like you can still focus on yourself, but then because you know you have someone that understands.
Again, right? I think it's one of those things where it's like, again, I don't know. I was a weird kid, dog. Like I was thinking of weird existential shit that people think about like when they're 30. When I was like 9,
Like what?
like this.
Taxes.
Like, that's no,
Taxes.
definitely not. Definitely not. But it's like, yo, if you have yourself right, like if you understand yourself, you know yourself, you can communicate that within your own like mind and to other people, and you get like the harsh realities of shit. Like you're gonna die, bro.
Yeah.
When
This
you
guy
when
really-
that
He's
No,
just like
true.
me for real.
yo
dog.
realistically, I'm so serious. It's a cheat code. I'm so serious.
He's
When
just like me
that
for real.
shit clicks for you, everything else is extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is the cherry on top. Everything.
Are you like me in this way where like, bro, I think with the end in mind, I'm like, yo, one day I'm gonna die. Like, I might as well do the cool shit now. Like, I'm not gonna be
Hell
able to
yeah.
see this shit later.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's always been like, I never shied away from like knowing that I have to destroy myself when I'm young.
yeah,
I've always been okay with being like, I'm cool with the gaps.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the gaps. I'm cool with not having the crazy, I woke up blacked out, hungover at this random place story. I'm cool with missing out on that. I'm fine.
it's also overrated,
1,000%.
But you
I
don't
have
realize
no-
that till you're older.
I guess.
It'd be,
You
in
said
reality.
no?
I didn't say
Like-
anything.
You said nah.
I
got
tilted
you.
my
I
head.
got you.
I'm at
I
that
got
I
point now.
tilted
I
my
got you.
head.
Ops.
You have I guess it's like you have stories to pull from, for like experiences, but it's like it's not that like
Realistically, beyond, and that's a harsh take, and I accept it, and I have no problem saying it. Besides the fact that you get a memorable, fun story out of it,
that's
all you get is a lesson.
yeah.
And if I can learn that lesson by observing other people
Yeah.
and minimize the amount of shit that I have to go through to get on the other side of knowing that shit,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it.
But then you have
Fuck
people
yeah.
like me where like even though I saw those people still like in the moment, I was like I still wanted to like I'm like, well, I want to go live for myself though.
Fair.
You feel me? Because there's some people that like they'll see others struggle,
Yeah.
but it's not enough for them. Like
Fair.
they're like
I
oh,
think I have that for certain things.
you feel me? Yeah, exactly. So
But
like,
I'm following the conversation. Keep going.
but yeah, no, I think I never shied away from like
so I don't think you're weird. I just think like you're pretty.
Weird as
no,
I
I
think
think
you're
was, dog. I was like 12.
just
Yeah.
I was,
straight
I
up.
was- nah, bro. I was because you know how like every dude, no shade by the way.
Yeah.
How like every not to you to him.
What shade is he about
You
to
know,
throw at me?
you know how
Not
every
about
dude is like, yo, Marcus Aurelius is crazy right now. Marcus Aurelius is fucking popping everywhere.
Bro, I'll be on the Marcus Aurelius,
Now?
guy.
Bro, did you
Now.
read Meditations?
Bro.
That thing,
It's my daily pocket.
that's the only thing that.
When
like,
I tell you that I was doing that at like 10 years old,
Yeah.
when I was 10 years old, I would sit and like at 12, I would like read Voltaire
Damn.
and like fucking Machiavelli for no reason. I was just like,
Yo, they were
That
on some
dude's
shit
smart.
back then, bro. They were on some shit back then.
dog,
Yo, the Enlightenment was for real. Like,
crazy, dude.
I'm so sorry, but imagine missing out on Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
No, I read that. Bro.
Oh, okay, so you just read.
I just, again, I didn't do, when people would come to school the next day and like we weren't old enough to have phones yet, so
Yeah.
like you actually get to have conversations.
Right.
And it was like, "Yo, did you see the game? Fucking Dwayne Wade?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." So sorry.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
did.
it yet, but
I
I
can
didn't
feel
see it,
that.
so.
Yeah, I can feel that.
I
yeah.
did not. I understood pop culture because I was immersed in pop culture,
Right.
but it wasn't part of my life at home.
Mm.
It wasn't.
Right.
It just it's not where I come from. My family is all family and home and work.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I grew up seeing people who worked like fucking dogs
Yeah.
just to put food on the table. So when they came to me and they were like, "Yo," again, right? I got the spiel that a lot of us our age get, which is like, you can do anything you want. You can be fucking president. Blah, 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 blah. If you go to college.
Let me tell you something about
If
that.
you go to college,
Let me tell you something.
if you get a degree, everything is contingent
We
on
were
that
sold a
degree.
false dream.
1,000%.
That's why I never believed in it. I was like, this is cap.
Not completely, because if you're gonna be a doctor, like, bro, go to
Yeah, I
college.
was like,
But
Yeah.
I never wanted to
there's
be
certain
dog.
things that you.
But
it
if,
was
if,
one of
if
those-
that was never you, it's like there's another way around this.
Yeah, if you're
Again-
locked in for another thing entirely, and you're like, my heart's telling me that. Just follow
Observation,
your
dog.
dreams.
Observation. It was always, I have a parent who has a job and has structure and is kind of miserable. And I have a dude who's my dad who doesn't have a paycheck secured, but he does what he wants, when he wants, how long he wants, wherever the fuck he wants it, with whoever the fuck he wants to do it with.
Yeah.
And he has you. It's not even freedom. You own shit. It's
Yeah.
yours. You own it. I think that was the big reason that I also wanted to start the company. Again, was like, I want to own shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want shit to be mine. I want to own shit. I want to put my name on it. I don't want to get a fucking Instagram tag. I don't want to get a credit. I want to own it. I want to sign it.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason of like, that is part of the legacy conversation that I used to have when I was like 12 too. It's like, I do want that legacy and that whole perplexity of like longevity beyond myself.
You know what I like about it the most, and
What?
we'll say it's just to close it off. But I always think about this, like especially with these podcasts, is like I would have loved to see what my great grandparents, how they lived,
Oh yeah.
right? So I think of this, and I'm like, generations down, they're gonna know exactly how I thought, how I talked, and I think that's so cool because like we don't. I just wish I would have been able to like to go see my ancestors and be like, yo, like how was life back then? Like, what did you learn? What did you like? Whatever.
Not even that far, dog. My dad.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have like been able to speak to my dad at 24
Right.
and be like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you? How do you
Right.
like? How do you
How do you
become the
think-
dude
Yeah.
that I look at and I
Yeah.
think about this way?
So that's how I view content, and like anything I create is like
With that in mind.
exactly, and that's like a big motivator for me. At
That's a
least.
pretty way to look at it.
Yeah.
That's a really pretty way to look at
It's
it.
like, yo, this is how I thought at this time. This is like a stamp for me.
Dog, it's you.
Yeah.
Like, you can go back.
It's like
Yeah.
you leaving a blueprint for
Literally.
the next generation.
But especially
in a
with
sense.
like, bro, technology being
'Cause
more a
that's
thing.
always-
It's like it's more, bro. It's more accessible. That I look at podcasts like our scrapbooks. Like, you know how when your grandma used to like go show you the album or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's,
this is
but
like
it's
yeah.
deeper, dog, because like you get older and you forget the stories.
yeah, a
It's
picture with
just a
1,000 words.
picture.
Imagine a podcast.
It's just
Yeah.
a picture.
That is 1,000 words.
Yeah, that's very true.
A little bit more.
Probably
a
more.
million words.
But we're four guests. We spoke 1,000 each.
Yeah.
That's
That's
$4,000.
4,000.
That's $4,000. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild. But yeah, dog, I think Danny should talk more. That's what I think.
What?
Yeah.
We were closing it out. What are you
I know,
talking about?
Bring it home.
How do I bring follow
Bro.
your dreams. Listen to the advice that older people give you as a kid, but only the good advice, not the like.
And you won't know in the moment.
You won't know, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about how like. Guys, y'all put me on the spot. I don't like that I'm being surrounded right now.
bro.
Bro, y'all just gonna have to comment for a part 2.
Bro.
Brandon, you have any closing statements?
Dog, it's so annoying because every time that I do podcasts, I want to start podcasting again.
Bro,
I really do.
that's what,
I
like-
mean, bro, you weren't bad though. Like I was like,
Then you like, I'm rusty. I was like, bro, like,
I'm like, bro, like,
you're talking normally.
like yo, this man came in hot, like ready to get some shit off.
It was a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Podcasting was a fuck ton.
It is
and
a
it
lot.
was it's a lot of,
It's also like not an unrewarding medium,
but it's a very,
but it's a hard medium to get noticed in.
it's not a
It's such a like,
immediate gratification.
it's
No.
such a grind, and then because everybody has like, it's like those notions where everybody thinks they can do it until they do
Yeah.
it, and then it's
Yeah.
like,
Dude, think about how many people make music, and I mean, a song is 3 minutes. How many people, and people don't listen to it? How many people are gonna listen to a 1 hour podcast?
Yeah.
Like,
and we always say, it's funny because we always say like, oh, we're gonna keep it short this time, da da da. But then we get in it, we
It's
just
an
go
hour.
for like hours.
It's like fuck, man.
Yeah.
I really want to keep it like sub 20.
It's kind of
like
therapeutic.
sub 30
That's why
minutes.
it's like
Fuck.
Nah, bro, but like to kind of touch up on like you said, like legacy wise, like
Yeah.
when you said that, like I've been thinking about that like the past, like really since the year started, and then like I want this to be like a year where like I kind of cement something like in my life where it brings purpose, cause like right now I guess that's like what I've been lacking, right, for like the past couple of years, and something I heard in service on Sunday really like led me to this where I don't really want to like I want to have success, but I want to have significance more. Like I want to be able to motivate, and like that's what all this leads to, like me doing. Because I've always thought like, why do I love podcasting so much? Like, what is it like? It's not like because I don't really like the spotlight so much all the time.
It's the value.
It's the value and like being able like I think what motivates me more is like being able to like maybe change someone's life or like help change someone's life. I think that's what like keeps me going.
Hell yeah, dog.
You know what I mean? So like that's really my goal with this or with anything I do. I'm just trying to like
Hell yeah.
add a significance to someone else.
I don't know if that's like the person for you, but like for me, the person that I looked up to my whole life to this day was my dad. And one of the things that I would think about as a kid is like, my dad is the most successful person I know. My dad is my favorite person on the whole planet.
Yeah.
You look at that trajectory of like ancestral and how much you advance versus how many generations go by. My dad's not successful. My dad's an immigrant who has the bare minimum of the American dream. He has a house. He pays for it. He had to go into debt to do it. Doesn't have a degree. Has a business and keeps it afloat. But the amount of impact that did without fame, without money, without notoriety, and the impact that made on me,
Yeah. That is
and
success.
the result of that,
Yeah.
the product that I am because of that, the catalyst that was for me and all of my success, that dude who's not successful is the reason that I will do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Because
like
of the value.
in a way that is success because like
That's
like,
real success.
and that's what's
He's
wrong.
moving the next generation
That's real
without
success.
even
And that,
noticing.
a lot of people from our generation don't see that because they
They don't think
like,
that far ahead.
yeah, that or like success to them is like the materialistic things, like
100%.
the big house, the nice cars that are maybe you didn't have to work, but like to us that is success because he was able to give you like the best possible life that he could, and then now that's made you a hardworking guy where,
100%.
and then down the lineage it just gets better and better and
100%.
better. So, I mean,
Sure. Any closing messages? I know you like
the success is like
Okay.
success, significance over success. That was like
For
my
sure,
closing
for sure.
message.
Hard.
Bueno, we're gonna close it out, guys.
Oh,
Where can they find you guys?
I thought you were gonna go first since you're on the left hand side, bro. You can't keep
like,
no,
bro,
He
Like,
can't
dog,
keep doing this.
I'm
to
telling
me,
you the layup,
bro.
dog.
And dog, you learn under pressure.
you gotta talk, bro.
At T8P Studios on Instagram.
Damn, my boy put it first. That's crazy.
What do you think? I wasn't gonna put it
The
first.
brand.
I don't know.
brand
We're
was
here
first.
representing, bro.
You're not tattooed yet.
My name is too long. It's at Danny Renee Hernandez.
The space.
I just
There's no.
That's crazy.
It's just my full name, guys.
what's funny is like I just rebranded my.
Dude, I've been
my
telling
ad.
him to rebrand for so long.
Bro, I didn't.
Where
his
you
People
at
were
now?
like,
ad before was
now it's my just my name and underscore Brandon Solina underscore.
Okay.
But before it was like, I think about it now. I'm like, damn, it sounded kind
bro.
of stupid.
I was thinking, I'm like, yo, you need like a brandable name, Brandon.
Yeah.
Like Brandon needs to be branded. Like I would tell him that, and I'm like, yo, his thing before was BRVNDVAN. Bro, I was like, dog, like no one's gonna look that up.
Not even. It's not even that. It's not like I look up Brandon and you don't pop up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
You're created-
I can't find you, dog.
Because he got a whole gamer tag.
Yeah, literally. To the world, you're Brandon.
And then before that, it was like El Chico for like the longest. But like I always associate that with high school. I was like, I gotta get over this, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's like my
you can't be a
Snapchat.
grown man talking about El Chico.
Bro, exactly. My Snapchat is CG_Brandon18. Like that, I was like, oh my.
There's so many
God.
aliens.
That's a lot, yo.
Yeah, this man was indoctrinated by that football team. You put that
Super.
CG on,
CG on
Christ.
everything,
bro.
bro.
People to this day still have that CG. That's a conversation. for
Yeah.
that day.
God damn.
But
Yo, if you guys listen, thank you guys so much. Obviously, if you listen by this point, like if you're not
you're a true
subscribed,
fan.
like
Fuck you
if
doing?
you're not subscribed, bro, like come on, dog.
Stink
Like,
to you.
Fuck you
now.
yo,
doing?
we're bringing out heat. We just gave you 2 hours. I don't even know how long we've been
fuck
going,
is
but
Was
been.
it 2, bro?
I think it's like an hour.
No
and a half.
shit.
I was
Yeah.
almost 2 if it's not 2.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Comment, subscribe. You can catch us, the Domino Tapes, on everything, which is a big reason why we rebranded, because like, it was too many names to like.
Bro, how long it was. And
Yeah.
all that, but
yeah, we love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Love you.
Thank you, boys.
Bro, thank you guys for.